Hoophall South, presented by Walmart on this Saturday afternoon. We've got more basketball for you as Harvard Westlake from Studio City, California takes on the Bentonville West Wolverines. Derek Ruskin back with you. Blair Cartwright by my side. A Wolverine team that had a gritty, grinded-out win on this floor last night against their rival, the Bentonville Tigers.
Yeah, an emotional game, and got to put that behind you and now face a team that's ranked as high as number 8 in the nation. Yeah, congratulations on your win last night. You got to come play this afternoon, gentlemen. So, yeah, be interested to see how they handle the emotion of it.
The Wolverines unbeaten in on this season, and of course last night's game a conference game, so they're 1-0 in conference play. Harvard Westlake won their only other game yesterday.
Yeah, beating Whitney Young 64-52.
The home team on the scoreboard.
So, and oddly enough, both these teams are Wolverines. One's wearing red with Harvard Westlake, and in navy blue and white for the West Wolverines.
Can't go wrong going go the Wolverines in this one.
You could actually say that and be covered both ways in this ball game. So it was a game where we saw last night. I mean, Tucker Anderson put on a big show, like 24 points, I believe, and some big free throws down the stretch to help secure that win for Greg White's ball club.
Yeah, and it was a team effort, but Anderson did the majority of the scoring. He was very impressive, but I'll tell you what, Dawson Price made some huge plays down the stretch. He finished with 12. Anderson finished with 23, but they made free throws.
Yep.
And one thing you got to like about a Greg White team is they're going to play hard. They're going to shoot. Even if the shots aren't falling, they're going to keep going. They play with a lot of confidence and swagger, and they're going to need it this afternoon against a very talented Harvard Westlake team.
And they will guard you. They will play some defense. They really got the game in a big-time grind, and that really bothered Bentonville last night in that ball game. So Trent Perry starts for Harvard Westlake along with Robert Hinton, Nicholas Comenia, Brady Dunlap, and Jacob Huggins. Wolverines are going to start Lane Jeffcoat today. Big guy in the middle at 6'9", and he'll be joined by Dawson Price, along with Tucker Anderson, Zaire James,
senior guard, 6'9", number 33, Tucker Anderson. Forward, junior, 6'3".
And they'll go with Caleb Cruisenberry to round out the lineup.
Dunlap had the big game for Westlake yesterday in the victory. The Notre Dame bound senior, 15 points. Pretty balanced attack Camara had 13 and Hinton had 14.
Wolverines are without Tucker Bowman. He's not in the starting lineup, and I don't see him on the bench.
Ooh.
So not sure what the issue is there, but it doesn't look like the Wolverines starting point guard will be available. So face the number 8 team in the country, and oh, by the way,
yeah,
starting point guard is not going to be available.
Same thing happened to them last year against Coronado in this tournament.
Yep.
They were without their starting point guard and gave Coronado all they wanted.
And West controls the tap right away. Anderson takes it in and puts it off the window for 2. Well, that's an excellent start for the team from Bentonville West.
Yeah, just take it right at him. Show no fear.
Here's Dunlap back to Perry.
West in a little zone.
Dunlap's got it now with 11 on the shot clock. And there's a steal by Anderson. Cruisenberry on the break, and James just couldn't quite squeeze it on that pass. And it's a turnover.
It's all right, you like the aggressive play. And Jeff Cote at the top of that zone.
To the corner, it's Kamenia for 3.
He has been impressive. He is a pure shooter. Just a sophomore.
Anderson will fire. Around and off. Back tap, rebound, tracked down by James.
Good job by Price to keep it alive.
Now Price reverses, and he scores.
Great job of using the rim as a shield against the defender.
Good looking couple of possessions for West against this highly touted team from California. Catch and release, Dunlap hits a 3.
They can shoot.
James nearly got in trouble there near midcourt. Gets it to Anderson. James drives, spins, and can't get it to go over Hinton. And a foul on the rebound on Lane Jeffcoat.
Foul charged, double zero, Lane Jeffcoat. That's his first personal foul, first team foul.
We've played 2 minutes here in this opening quarter. Looking inside. What a denial by Anderson at the rim, and Jeffcoat was there too.
Great defense. Really nice entry pass, too.
Price for 3.
Wow.
West back in front. Dunlap tries to answer. Around and off. Jeffcoat gets tangled up and wrestled that ball away, but they called a held ball, and the arrow favors Harvard Westlake.
Surprised by that. I thought Jeffcoat clearly had it.
Well, he had it.
The reach around might have been a foul, but jump ball instead.
Kamenia. Now Perry calling for it. He's got it, working on James. They get it to Dunlap for 3. That's no good. Bounced around, and Hinton had it, and then had it taken away by Anderson.
West is getting the loose ball so far, Derek.
Anderson goes all the way. Oh, and he missed the layup.
Oh, man, what a move.
Coast to coast, but could not finish.
It was almost like he was surprised he was that open.
James pokes it away. Anderson comes up with it. A race for the ball, and Cruisenberry tracks it down.
Boy, they're letting him play, which is you got to love as a player.
Here's Zaire James. Foul line jumper, in and out. Jeffcoat had the rebound, but it was knocked out of bounds by Westlake.
Yeah, Perry couldn't come up with it cleanly.
Wolverines have a fresh 35 here. Baseline inbound to Anderson. Now Anderson attacks, turns, muscle it up, and got fouled. He'll shoot 2.
He almost got that to drop.
He did.
Amazing. Strong move.
Brady Dunlap gets the foul. That's his first. So here's Tucker Anderson at the free throw line, where he was so good last night, and that one is on me.
Oh, I thought you debunked the jinx last night. Now it's back.
It's back. Well, he made 1 out of 2. 8-6.
Great start for West.
Absolutely. Hinton goes in, rejected by Price.
He's everywhere.
Anderson, pull up, 3 from the angle, no good. Price gets the offensive board. Anderson back out. Jeffcoat will fire. Yes!
How about that? The big man knocking it down.
7-0 run for the Wolverines. They're up by 5. And the Wolverine fans that are sitting below us are having a good time right now.
Yes, they are. They've got Harvard Westlake a little out of sorts.
There's a 3, no good by Ori. And a foul going the other way on the Wolverines of Harvard Westlake.
I think they got Huggins over the back.
First foul on Huggins. Well, the Wolverines of Bentonville West will bring it up with a 5-point advantage. Here's Zaire James, guarded by Trent Perry. Price double teamed, fights through it, and then a takeaway by Kamenia. Perry pulls up, 3 from the angle, no. Offensive board, Huggins back out. Kamenia will try it again, and that's good.
You just cannot leave him open.
That ends a 7-0 run for West. And Harvard Westlake has pulled within 2. Anderson skips it over to Cruisenberry. Entry pass, Jeffcoat turns. A little bit too soft that time. He goes down hard, and they're going to call a travel. You want to have soft touch near the rim, but that was just a little too soft that time.
Yeah, I think he was expecting some contact.
Yeah.
And it didn't come. And good sportsmanship. As Hinton helped him up.
Hinton has checked out, and Dominic Bentho is in the game now for Harvard Westlake. Number 30 in red down low, working with Anderson. Ori over to Huggins. Back out Kamenia. Here's a 3 for Ori. Well off, and Anderson clears the boards. James gets a screen. James attacking. Off the glass, can't get it to go. Bentho with the board. Kamenia carried it. Or no, offensive foul. It's an offensive foul on Kamenia. Yeah, got him with a forearm.
Okay. The 6'8" sophomore. Yeah, just a sophomore, but man. Going to hear his name a lot over the next 2 years.
Jackson Brust in for the West Wolverines, giving Lane Jeffcoat a much-deserved break. That pass denied. Price tracks it down. Dawson hangs and hits off glass. Wow.
That was pretty. Just kind of hung in the air. Got the separation and knocks it down the jumper.
He's got 7, and West leads by 4. Harry thought about taking the 3. Instead, it works over to Kamenia. Then he thought about it. They go down low to Bentho. He got the defenders in the air. Nowhere to go for him now.
Good defense.
Shot clock down to 10. Perry's got it. 6 on the timer. Kamenia fires. Front rim. Long rebound, Kamenia. Underneath. Bentho swatted by Anderson again.
And he took away the rebound, too.
The floater. James, no. And the rebound's cleared by Perry.
West is really getting it done on the defensive end.
Final minute here of the first quarter.
Camino one in the high post.
Dunlap, a mid-ranger that's good. So Dunlap's got 5, and it's 13-11.
See if West goes quickly or kind of holds it, milks some time. Boy, they're battling down low in the paint.
Cruisenberry and Bentho down there. Here's Anderson driving, too
Tough
strong
shot.
off the window. And now Price and Bentho get tangled. And a held ball, and West will have it with 27.9.
Looks like Price took an elbow to the jaw.
Well, if he did, he is
showing no worse for wear. Man. Maybe it didn't connect, but it didn't phase him.
Anderson from way out there. Book it.
Oh. They're not the type of team that likes to hold it for the last shot. They want to shoot.
Final 10 seconds of the first quarter. Perry, a 3. No. Tapped, saved. 3 from the corner. Good for Christian Ori.
What a save.
Christian Ori with the 3, and that brings us to the end of the quarter. Bentonville West out to a 16-14 lead over Harvard Westlake here at Hoophall South, presented by Walmart. We're back for the second quarter of play. Hoophall South presented by Walmart. And it is 16-14. The West Wolverines with the lead. 7 from Dawson Price, 6 for Tucker Anderson. And Layton Jeffcoat added a 3 in there as well for West.
Well, it's going to take a team effort, and so far they're getting that team effort. And this zone is giving Westlake a little bit of an issue. West being very active.
On the baseline, Huggins brings it back out front. Christian Ori. Huggins, and now Dunlap takes the baseline, and he goes around Jeffcoat for 2.
Good job. Realizing Jeffcoat was going to be there and shoots right over him.
Tie game at 16. The Wolverines of Harvard Westlake have scored the last 5. Jackson Brust goes around a screen. Perry's all over him defensively.
Oh, man.
Jeffcoat with the catch down low. Goes across the lane, fades, too strong. Rebound, Perry. Perry inside, and that's Anderson again getting a piece.
Yep. And good positioning by Jeffcoat, too. Boy, it's not a lot of room to catch that and do anything with it.
Dawson Price over to Tucker Anderson. Anderson from distance. Too strong, and it's rebounded by Huggins.
You got to watch him. I mean, anything over half court is in his range.
Hinton drives. No good, and Price didn't block it, but he definitely affected that shot.
No doubt.
Rust, rise and fire. Count it. First bucket for Brust. He likes shooting in this gym.
Yeah.
He's made a few big three-point shots.
Some big ones last night.
Dunlap. Jumper over Brust. Doesn't go. Offensive board, and that was just Huggins out hiding everyone for that one. Trent Perry will set it up for Harvard Westlake. Perry back out to the corner. Ori for three, no good. Battle over the board, and it bounces out to Perry. Perry inside, a reversal. Huggins had one.
They'll get Price with the body.
First on Price, just the second foul. And a three-point opportunity. And another chance to tie this game. Jacob Huggins for the three-point play. No good on the free throw, and Anderson gets the rebound.
They're letting them go.
James, nowhere to go. Cross court, Cruisenberry takes the baseline. Somehow stayed in bounds. James for three, got it.
Good ball movement.
Zaire James puts the Wolverines from Bentonville West up 4. Pull-up jumper, Perry, yes. First bucket for Trent Perry.
That's what they're going to have to do. They're going to have to kind of attack and create a shot.
Price off the dribble. Offensive foul, wave it off. And that's the second one on Dawson Price. West will get Jeff Coate back on the floor, and Dawson Price will sit down.
Clock is, there we go.
A couple seconds late.
Yeah.
No big deal.
Better late than never.
That was thrown out of bounds, and it was deflected out. I think Brust got a piece of that.
Just a piece.
A fingernail.
Yeah, wasn't much. He didn't argue, though.
Nope. Robert Hinton. Here's Perry. He'll take the mid-ranger over Brust. It doesn't go. Jeff Coate tried to get that rebound. It's chased down by Huggins.
Westlake starting to insert themselves on the boards. West controlling them early on. That's a moving screen.
Perry backs it out. Kaminia to the corner. Dunlap for three.
Wow, what a shot.
Brady Dunlap's got 10. And Westlake leads 23-22. Anderson gets a pick from Jeff Coate. It's one that player will remember. And a traveling violation, yeah. So Westlake gives it right back.
Yeah, after a nice steal by Perry, turns it right back over.
Zaire James to inbound it. Cruisenberry zips it to Jeff Coate, and Jeff Coate denied by Huggins.
Yep, just got a piece of it.
Kaminia. Perry at the angle. He slings it down, and Kaminia puts it in. Well, that's 7 straight for Harvard Westlake, and Greg White is going to take a quick 30-second timeout to talk about it.
Good timeout. Let his team kind of catch their breath. You know, they've expended a lot of energy. get to this point and kind of stem the little run Westlake has going. They've kind of got the momentum going their way right now because they're finally getting the rebounds. West was denying those early. They're getting them now, and they're getting more into the flow of the game. It's been a good one.
It has been an excellent ball game to this point. And Legacy and Compass Prep next on the schedule has a lot of people's attention.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. I mean, it's like a who's who of top-ranked players. Compass Prep team. Look forward to seeing them.
We watched them go through a shoot-around earlier today, and it was
amazing. It was something to behold.
I've seen games with less action than that shoot-around in my time. There's a foul down on the baseline. It's on Trent Perry, his first. West will inbound from the baseline. Anderson gets into the Jeffcoat. They try to get it right back to him, and it was, in the officials' eyes, knocked out of bounds by Anderson.
Yep.
He thought Dunlap hit it.
Off his leg. Yep. Not a lot of fouls so far, Derek. Just 7 fouls total. 3 on West, 4 on Westlake. We may not get to the bonus. That'd be a first.
There's your announcer's jinx again right there.
All right. Well, I thought you said it didn't exist.
Brady Dunlap will recycle things here for Harvard Westlake. Nice step-through move, and he leaves the jumper short. Anderson off and running with James. James spins. Too strong. Rebounded by Perry.
Might have been better served backing it out. Waiting for numbers. Oh,
that
nice
is
deflection.
Tipped. Yep. It'll stay here with Harvard Westlake.
Yeah, that would have been an easy layup otherwise.
West is bringing in Alex. Nope. Shawan Dumas is in the game for the first time. And that shot doesn't go from Dunlap. Ball out of bounds. Last touched by Huggins.
Yep. Both teams look a little tired right now.
Yeah.
I mean, they've expended a lot of energy in this first half.
Price comes back in. Brust is back in for West. Brust goes in there.
A lot of contact. They play on.
Price comes down with the ball, and Price scores and the foul.
And he's playing with 2 fouls, and he is 1 gear, high gear.
Christian Ori with the foul. And Dawson Price, he could get to double figures. And he does, and he's tied the game at 25.
He is fun to watch.
.145 to go until halftime.
Yeah, who can generate the momentum to go into the locker room here?
It is up for grabs. Perry from outside. Rebound, stick back by Huggins.
Gotta body him up, get position. It was too easy.
Loose ball, and it's picked up by Westlake. Ori running the break, missed the layup. Huggins misses the putback. Pulled down by Anderson. Now Price on a run out.
Snowbird.
Dawson Price has 12. We're tied again.
Yeah, great play by Anderson. Got the block on the first one. And I think that affected the second shot, which was missed.
Inside of a minute, the entry pass is picked off by Dawson Price. Yep. Anderson running the floor shorthanded. Goes to the baseline. Cut off there.
Needs help.
Yep, he needs some help, and it's taken by Perry.
Yep.
Help didn't arrive in time.
No, it did not.
Perry feeds it underneath. That was poked away by Brust, and it was off of Huggins out of bounds.
Well, that was a nice pass, too. He just couldn't control it. I think he was a little surprised it got through all the West players. Wow, what a hectic pace we have right now.
Well, the shot clock and the game clock are just about in unison, maybe half a second off. Bentonville West facing the number 8 team in America, and they're tied with them here as we near halftime. Anderson down the lane, going for the dunk, and he got the foul.
What a great pass and a great cut to the baseline.
Foul on Fuqua, his first, and Anderson will shoot 2 to try and put West back in front.
I think that first step was a little quicker than what Westlake was expecting.
One more coming up here for Anderson.
Number 10, Zayden.
1 out of 2. Westlake lets it roll to midcourt before they touch it to start the clock. Bentonville West by a point. Final seconds of the first half. Hinton going for the stuff, and he got fouled. I think Jeffcoat got a piece of it.
Yeah.
That's the second on Lane.
We thought they'd try to go to Comedia for that last shot, the way he's been shooting.
So Hinton will shoot 2. He has not scored yet in the contest. There's his first point. And he makes them both. So
a little pressure here.
Westlake by 1 with 2.3 to go in the half. Anderson, 3/4 court heave. The clock never started.
Yeah.
And I think they have declared it halftime.
Yes. Wow.
So we have reached the half, and Harvard Westlake has a 29-28 lead over the Bentonville West Wolverines. You are watching Hoophall South, presented by Walmart.
Welcome to the 2022 Hoophall South Team Announcement Special, presented by Walmart. Let's get right to it and meet the teams that will be showcasing their talents from December 15th through the 17th in Bentonville, Arkansas. The team probably everyone's excited about, Arizona Compass Prep, is absolutely stacked with talent. They feature 5 ESPN 100 players, including senior Mookie Cook, who's headed to Oregon next year, Rayvon Griffith, who's committed to Cincinnati, and Trent Pierce, who will head to Missouri next season. Nearly the entire roster is D1 caliber players, and you won't want to miss the intense, high-flying style that the Dragons play. The hometown Bentonville Tigers will look to defend their home court. 6'8" junior Caden Miller is one of the in-state studs that will be on display. Miller is ESPN's 39th best player in the Southeast region and has drawn a lot of mid-major and Power 5 interest. No one could have or would have predicted Bentonville West High School becoming a nationally respected program after opening in just 2016. Coach Greg White credits a dirt road tough mentality and players who rise to every challenge placed on their schedule. Last season, West High went toe-to-toe with nationally respected Coronado, who's also in the field here, despite not even having a single D1 player on their roster. 2 teams from out west will head to Bentonville for Hoophall South. Coronado from Henderson, Nevada brings the state's 4th best player in junior guard Josiah Cunningham. ESPN has Cunningham as the 46th best player in the West region, and his recruiting process just getting started after a great summer. Will Hoophall South be a coming out party for Josiah? The Bulldogs of Fayetteville High School head to Bentonville with hopes of representing the natural state when they take on Whitney Young from Chicago in their lone game at the end of the first night of action. After going 20-7, the Bulldogs' season ended when fellow Hoophall South team and host Bentonville knocked them off in the Arkansas 6A semifinals. The other West Coast team In Bentonville is Harvard Westlake from Los Angeles. The Wolverines are known for producing next-level athletes such as Major League Baseball pitchers Jack Flaherty, Max Fried, and Lucas Giolito, and NBA rookie Johnny Juzang. This year, senior Brady Dunlap is in the spotlight before he heads to play in South Bend for Mike Bray and Notre Dame next season. The number 1 ranked player in the West joins juniors Robert Hinton and Trent Perry to make Harvard Westlake a must-see team at Hoophall South this year. 5-star junior guard Honor Boateng and the Tigers of Little Rock Central take the short in-state trip to Bentonville. ESPN's 44th ranked junior has rising interest from many SEC schools and recently rose 41 spots to number 13 nationally in the Rivals class of 2024 rankings. Honor's big year continued when he attended the USA Basketball Men's Junior National Team minicamp in October. Little Rock Christian Academy heads up the mountain to Bentonville to compete against Whitney Young High School out of Chicago. The Warriors are led by junior Landon Blocker and freshman J.J. Andrews, 2 6'5" guards who have multiple SEC offers. Moravian Prep heads over from North Carolina and brings 4-star forward Mayar Wool to Hoophall South. The South Sudanese senior stud committed to the College of Charleston this past year after being ranked 54th in the Southeast region by ESPN. Joining Wool is sophomore guard Eli Ellis, Rivals' 35th best player in the class of 2025. Ellis has 8 college offers, including West Virginia, Virginia Tech, and Ole Miss. Simeon Career Academy out of Chicago heads down south for Hoophall. Senior forward and Loyola Chicago commit Miles Rubin and his brother and front court running mate Wesley will give the Wolverines a post presence. Simeon Academy has been a professional basketball breeding ground as Derrick Rose, Nick Anderson, Taylon Horton-Tucker, Zach Norvell Jr., Jabari Parker, and Kendrick Nunn all help make Simeon a powerhouse. The Windy City will actually send 2 teams south as the Whitney Young Dolphins head to Bentonville. Princeton commit point guard Dalen Davis and senior shooting guard Daniel Johnson are standouts for Michelle Obama's alma mater. This year will also feature 3 girls teams as Perry High School from Arizona and hometown squads Bentonville High and Bentonville West will lace them up. Bentonville High features guard Ella Campbell, who is ranked 27th in the senior class on Prep Girls Hoops, and guard Abbey Kate Sanders, who's ranked 59th. Bentonville West seniors New Johnson will be another player to watch, as will Perry's forward Camille Pierre, who is ESPN's 87th best player in the 2023 class, and she has committed to Vanderbilt. And finally, here's a look at the full schedule for Thursday through Saturday. And a quick recap of the top players to watch December 15th through the 17th in Bentonville, Arkansas. Three days, 14 teams, 12 games. Expect a whole lot of action at Bentonville High School in mid-December. Tickets are on sale now for each day, so make sure you grab your seats to see some of basketball's future stars. Thanks for watching, and see you in Arkansas.
Back here at Hoophall South, presented by Walmart's. At halftime, the Battle of the Wolverines, Bentonville West and Harvard Westlake, and it is the team from California with a 1-point lead at the break, 29-28. Derek Ruskin and Blair Cartwright with you, and one of the marvels of the first half, Dawson Price for Bentonville West with 12 points and doing a lot of other stuff too.
Yeah, playing defense, rebounding. I mean, he's just everywhere, and really feel like West controlled the first half, even though they trailed by 1 at halftime. They dictated the pace and the tempo, and if they continue to do that, I think that's going to benefit them. Really gave Harvard Westlake a lot of problems with their defense. See what adjustments both coaches make at halftime.
Westlake was led by Brady Dunlap with 10 and Nicholas Caminia with 8. Trent Perry only 2 points in that first half, though, for the Westlake Wolverines. Well, Bentonville West will have the ball to start the second half here in a moment when both teams break their huddles.
You know, West has got the size to match up with Westlake, and it's working to their advantage. Hinton had 14 yesterday, has only 2 so far, and even though Jeff Coat hit the 3, I mean, he's been a good presence down low. They've done a nice job. Tucker Anderson really hadn't gone off yet. He's got 7 for West. If he goes off like he did last night, look out.
Anderson will inbound it here as we start quarter number 3. James nearly dragged the pivot foot. Gets it back to Anderson. Anderson drives in, draws a foul.
Being aggressive.
Brady Dunlap picks up his second personal. Tucker Anderson will go to the free throw line.
Boy, he made a living at the line last night. I guess I put the whammy on him, huh?
It's your turn.
Whoops.
Put the kibosh on him.
Yeah.
Well, this one would tie it again. And he missed them both. Rebounded by Huggins.
I wonder how much they have in the tank after that emotional win last night in the last game over a crosstown rival.
Wolverines stay in that zone. Deep 3, Perry. No good. Caminia the rebound, and he got fouled on the way up.
Yep.
Cruisenberry with the foul for Bentonville West is first, and Caminia to the line.
Just a pure shot.
And the second one's good too. So he's to double figures with 10.
Just a sophomore, but as pure a shooter as we've seen.
James back out. Price, and he took an extra step.
Yep. Kind of lost his balance.
Down the baseline. Dunlap can't hit. The follow is good for Huggins.
That's where Huggins can make some hay.
James goes all the way to the rack and then throws it away. Caminia short-handed. Goes in there, left it short.
Yep. He was expecting some contact and it never really came.
Instead, more good defense by Bentonville West. And then Cruisenberry takes the extra step and turns it over.
Yeah, both teams a little sloppy coming out of the break.
Jackson Bruss back in for West, replacing Lane Jeffcoat. Hinton inside. Huggins fronted by Anderson. Perry cross court. Kamenia takes the baseline jumper and connects. Well, Harvard Westlake scored the last 6, and they lead by 7.
Yeah, West needing the basket in a big way right now.
Haven't scored yet in this third quarter. Price drives on Kamenia, and he lost the handle, knocked out of bounds by Westlake.
Yeah, I think Hinton got a hand on that. 16 on the shot clock.
Entry pass stolen, and Hinton on the break. He barrels over Brust, and they call a foul on Brust.
Yep. I thought he had gotten there. He was kind of still moving, but he was kind of in the space. The offense initiated the contact, but goes against him.
Dunlap misses a corner 3, and Crusenberry goes to the other corner to get the rebound.
Needing a basket in a big way. Westlake's turned up the pressure defensively.
Well, Anderson will try and get that basket. It's too strong. Fighting for the rebound. Anderson after it, but Perry comes away with it. Perry running the floor. Dunlap passes up on the 3. Kamenia tries to throw it over his head inside. Huggins back out. The three-pointer for Hinton doesn't drop. And Crusenberry with the board.
Maybe too many passes. There were a couple good looks that were passed up.
James in trouble, gets it away to Anderson. Anderson turns and hits. They need a lot of that to get back in this ballgame. Not that they're out of it, but to get closer.
Just keep the adrenaline going.
5-point game, and inside Kamenia puts it down.
Boy, Price just kind of fell asleep a little bit there.
Kamenia with the bucket. He's got 14. Harvard Westlake has burned a 30-second timeout with a 7-point lead with 4:26 to go in our third quarter of play.
Yeah, Westlake was spread out. This time they're kind of creeping in toward the lane, and West losing track of them. But they're still within striking distance, 7-point ball game.
Just kind of hanging around.
Yeah.
We saw in our first game today, Little Rock Christian, nobody really gave them much of a chance, but they hung around and had a chance to tie it at the end of the game, but missed the shot.
Yeah, you know the other team's going to make a run. I mean, it's just basketball. They're going to make a run. Can you withstand the run and stay within striking distance? And so far, West has done a good job with that, as Westlake has made their little run here to open the third quarter. But so far, they've withstood it.
Here's James. Lost the dribble. Needs some help. Gets it back to Crusenberry. Anderson spins, and he is going to be called for steps.
Yep. They're getting some help and kind of double teaming him after he's got the ball. It's making it a little harder for him to get loose. Oh,
that's a block.
Whoa.
Hinton took down Dawson Price, and the foul is on Price, his third.
I thought he lowered the shoulder, and usually that's the offensive foul.
Perry backs it out. Hinton goes to the cup, and he scores.
What a move by Hinton. Had to change direction with the ball.
10-2 run for Westlake. They're up by 9.
Yeah, West needing the basket big time.
Back out, Brust a 3, no good. Out of bounds to Harvard Westlake.
Yeah, off Anderson. Yeah. This is a dangerous point right now for West. They do not want to get down double digits.
Trent Perry brings it up for Harvard Westlake. Huggins at the top of the key. Now Kamenia there, and he shoots the three that doesn't go. It bounces around, and it's secured by Anderson. And then Anderson is fouled by Perry. That's 2 on Trent Perry.
That's his second personal foul, second team foul.
They're making Anderson work on the offensive end.
Jeffcoat at the top of the key, looking for someone. Cruisenberry. Now Anderson. We've got Kamenia on him. Shot clock at 10. Anderson, and a foul.
Yep. Huggins.
Huggins with his second.
Yep. Grabbed him on the arm.
And that helps out West. They get a fresh shot clock with it winding down with that foul there. They get a new 35. Into Anderson. Anderson to the basket, and he scores. So that's 11 for Tucker Anderson. He has both buckets in the third quarter for Bentonville West.
Just back down Kamenia in the paint. Nice job.
Perry, jump stop, and pretty touch from Trent Perry.
Number 0, Trent Perry.
Back to a 9-point game. James in the paint, and he threw it to Perry. Then Perry went down. The crowd wants a walk. Cruisenberry gets it back for West. Here's Anderson going to work, and Anderson's called for steps.
Yeah. A little bit of frustration right now for West.
For Harvard Westlake, number 15, Christian Ori. The Wolverines, number 15, Ben Van Hickey.
It is Harvard Westlake ball after both sides make a couple of changes to the lineup. 1:50 to go here in the third. Here's Kamenia, and now Perry. Kamenia knifes his way to the basket, denied by Anderson. Ball loose, Kamenia picks it up, and then a foul.
Ooh. I thought we had a jump ball.
I did too. They got Brust, it looks like, with the grab. Second foul on Jackson Brust.
That's his second personal foul, fourth team foul.
Perry will inbound it for Westlake.
Good job by West.
Here's Perry to the elbow. Shoots it over Van Hecke's. Shot doesn't go. Offensive board. And the putback is good for Robert Hinton.
Nice job. Oh, and a turnover.
On the way up the floor, West gives it away.
Yep.
So a double-digit lead now for Harvard Westlake, up 11.
Turned it over on the inbounds pass. Ooh.
A big third quarter for the Wolverines in red. Tough drive by Kamenia.
Oh!
What a block at the rim, and they're going to call a foul.
Wow.
They call a foul on Anderson as he challenged Huggins.
Boy, I thought that was clean. I thought that was clean. He didn't get him with the body. Wow.
So it's Huggins to the line for 2. It's Harvard Westlake outscoring them 15-4 in the quarter.
Yeah.
And both free throws are good there for Jacob Huggins.
It's not every day West is going to be held to 4 points in a quarter.
No.
It's going to be rare.
Final 45 seconds of the third quarter. Harvard Westlake has a 13-point advantage. Anderson spins.
Wow, what a move.
Almost got it to drop, but he does draw a foul. Kamenia picks up his second. And Anderson to the line. He has done all the scoring in this third quarter for Bentonville West.
What a move, too, to even get open for the shot.
So Anderson with one more. He's got 13 in the ballgame. Dunlap returns for Westlake. Brando Fuqua heads back to the bench. Shot clock off here for Westlake. Tough defense there by Van Hekke as Kamenia brought the ball up. Double team there. Ori gets out of it. Ball loose.
Look at a turnover here.
And the Wolverine defense again causing some fits.
Oh, this is big. This is big. Now you can cut it to under 10 with a basket.
Amir Jones is in for Westlake. And Bentho checks out.
Plenty of time to get a good shot. I think they'll get it in the hands of Anderson.
10 seconds to go. James. There's Anderson. He's got it with 6. Anderson spins, drives, hangs.
Tough shot.
Loose ball underneath, and time runs out on the third quarter of play. So Harvard Westlake takes control of it in the third quarter, and they lead by 11 as we head to the fourth. You're watching Hoophall South, presented by Walmart. Quarter here at Hoophall South, presented by Walmart, and Harvard Westlake leads by 11. Derek Ruskin, Blair Cartwright here at Tiger Arena on the Bentonville High School campus. Tough third quarter there for the West Wolverines. Just 6 points, all of them from Tucker Anderson.
Yeah, I mean, Anderson's a great scorer, but he's going to need some help. And this is kind of a spot where Dawson Price can maybe generate some points as well. Just somebody's got to take the pressure off Anderson offensively.
Perry on a drive, he scores.
It was a little too easy if you're West.
So a 13-point lead. James being defended by Ori there. Cruisenberry. Brust drives to the basket.
Nice.
He scores.
Nice move. There you go. Give him somebody else besides Anderson to be worried about on offense.
5 for Brust. Ball was kicked, so it'll go back over to Westlake. 28 on the shot clock. Ori fights through the double team there. Dunlap with a 3 that doesn't go, and Anderson gets the rebound.
A chance to cut it to single digits again.
He takes it coast to coast
Wow.
and scores. 15 for Tucker Anderson.
So good.
Nearly a trap at midcourt. Harry gets through it. The floater is short. Got his own offensive board. Harry back out.
Good defense by Price, altered that.
Open look for Jones from the corner for 3. Big time for his first bucket of the game. Back to a 12-point contest. Cruisenberry, here's Price. Dawson turning, muscles it up there, and he got fouled.
Well, they're letting them bang, aren't they, down low?
Dunlap just picked up his 3rd. Dawson Price to the line for 2. And he hits the first one. That's his first point in this second half.
Yes. Comes in a key time. Camedia sneaking back into the lineup for Westlake.
Price makes both of them.
See if he got a little rest to maybe get those legs back under him.
He's got 14. We've got a 10-point game with just about 6 to play. Camedia being guarded by Van Hecky. James picks up the defensive assignment on Trent Perry. Seven on the shot clock. Down to Camedia. And Camedia is fouled.
Yep.
Davari Fox got the foul there for West. And that is the 6th team foul on the Wolverines, and it puts Camedia at the stripe.
Ooh.
Short with the first one.
Yeah, might be a battle of attrition at this point. A lot of effort extended. The legs starting to go a little bit on both sides. We're seeing shots come up short.
One out of 2. 15 for Camedia. 51-40. James attacks. And the rebound for Perry.
Just a little short. Still not out of reach yet.
From the corner.
Nice.
And he stepped.
That'll inject some adrenaline into the West Wolverines.
Nice defensive play by Zaire James. Knock it out of bounds. Dunlap. He got it. First bucket in the second half for Dunlap. He's got 12 on the night. 13-point lead. Jeffcoat up and under and one.
There you go. Challenge the big man down low.
Third foul on Jacob Huggins. 3-point play possibility here for Lane Jeffcoat.
Gives another way for West to attack.
Missed the free throw, and the rebound to Huggins. Dunlap gets it to Hinton.
Nice ball movement.
Dunlap inside gets fouled. Caleb Cruisenberry picks up the foul. That's his second.
Okay, they're in the bonus now. So Westlake can do themselves a big favor by knocking down free throws the rest of the way.
This is a two-shot foul here since he was in the act, and Dunlap hits the first one. One more for Dunlap, and it's good. So he's up to 14 on the night. And it's a 13-point lead for the Wolverines from Studio City, California. And there's a takeaway. Perry, double clutch, missed the shot, batted around. Hinton went up with it, and it's out of bounds to the West Wolverines.
A lot of contact. And they're letting them play. To the chagrin of both coaches.
That's great when you are the one on defense, but when you're the coach with the ball, you want a foul call.
Oh, of course. Well, it's not out of the realm of possibility yet, but West has got to start putting the ball in the basket.
It's getting late here, and there's a three from the corner that doesn't go for Dawson Price. Lob from half court out of the reach of Hinton.
Maybe a little early for that. Got an opportunity to finish him off, and that's not going to do it. Critical possession for West. See if they get the ball in Anderson's hands.
It's Jeffcoat on the perimeter. They're trying to get it to Anderson, but he has got Perry plastered to him defensively.
A lot of contact and a fall. Wow, he traveled.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, okay. Might have been aided in falling over his teammate, but
Wolverine ball.
It's like the anti-World Cup, you know, where guys dive all the time. This is
Anderson, a three. No good.
Rare
Rebounded.
chance he didn't have Perry on him.
Dunlap got the rebound. Now Kaminia as we tick down to 3.5 to go.
You got to have a stop here if you're West. If you're Westlake, a basket would be huge.
Perry drives, and he's denied. That shot was affected by the Wolverine defense. And then it's stolen by Kaminia.
Bounce pass would have been better. Perry wants it in his hands. Now they can milk some clock, too.
Exactly right.
Cut down the possessions.
3 minutes to go. Dunlap nearly has it taken away. James battling for it, and it's picked up by Price.
Got the turnover. Can you capitalize?
And Coach White's going to use a timeout. It was a 1-on-3 there, and Coach White wisely calls timeout so they can get organized in front court.
Yeah, and also give his chance for his guys to catch their breath a little bit. I mean, this has been a hectic pace.
We'll take a break here with Harvard Westlake up 13 at Hoophall South, presented by Walmart. we're back with 2:40 to go here in the fourth quarter. Harvard Westlake up by 13.
Not out of the realm of possibility, Derek, but West, I mean, they like to shoot the three, which is a good thing. You need to hit some, but they can score in bunches, but they've got to have a score this possession. It's that simple.
It's Price inside, and they got to score.
There you go.
16 for Dawson Price.
Now you got to get a stop.
They got it to 11.
Got to get a stop. Here comes the pressure.
He just barely got it over.
They got it.
And the takeaway goes, and Anderson has another one.
There you go.
So West is not done with 2:05 left. They've cut it to 9.
Oh, picking up the dribble a little early. Got away with it.
Harry nearly lost it to Jackson Bruss there as well in front court. Hinton, 11 on the shot clock. Down to 5 on the timer. Kaminia from the corner, a 3, no good. Battle for the rebound, that never hit the rim. That's a shot clock violation.
Great defense by West. Boy, they had Westlake just kind of all out of sorts on that possession. Yeah,
well, a couple of stops here by the West Wolverines. Timeout taken by Greg White.
And he can draw them up as good as anybody.
Yes, he can. Absolutely. So there's a 9-point game here with 1:29 to go. Best case scenario here, you cut it to 6.
Yeah, with a 3, and then you turn. I mean, that pressure they've put on the last 2 possessions has really given Westlake some troubles.
Yeah, they've really, out of that initial timeout, went to that, and it has been effective the first couple of times on the floor.
Yeah, Westlake a little out of sorts, not sure what they want to do.
We should also point out both sides are in the 1-1, so West could, if they so choose, could play the foul game here if they end up on defense to kind of stop the clock and extend the game. We've seen free throw shooting is not an automatic in this event this weekend, especially with the game on the line. So West has 2 timeouts. Harvard Westlake has 4. And the possession arrow belongs to Bentonville West. There's Dawson Price.
Oh, ripping some tape off the wrist. Okay.
Yeah, he had a little, I guess some of it was exposed, and the official made him take that off.
Oh, that was a push.
James off the inbound to Price. And
Oh,
Price
he
lost the handle.
Yeah.
Now that was the moment out of the timeout, and West could not capitalize. They'll bring in Van Hekke here. He is.
Somebody's going to have to come off.
Yeah, Brust will come off. I mean this in the nicest way possible. He is annoying on defense. He is all over whoever he's assigned to guard.
Yep, and he's going to take the ball and parry.
Kaminia nearly thrown away at the top of the key there, and a foul will trigger a 1-and-1.
Not a bad, I mean, it was, I guess in the grand scheme of things, not a bad deal. Stops the clock with 1:14.
Cruzenberry's 3rd foul. Dunlap for the 1-and-1.
Probably not the guy you wanted to foul, though. Well, maybe it was.
He got the roll. $15 for Brady Dunlap. Back to a 10-point game. And he does the same thing again. Just bounces it up there and it drops in.
Wow. No, still a 3-possession game, so.
.109 to play.
Got to go.
Anderson from distance. Not there. Rebounded by Huggins.
Yeah, that might have been it.
Perry along the sideline. And Harvard Westlake will take a timeout. It's a 30-second timeout called by the Westlake Wolverines, so we'll keep it here with 53.2 to go in the fourth quarter.
We got 26 on the clock. I mean, there's no hurry to get a shot off.
Right.
Just play keep away and see if West wants to foul or just let the clock run out. But don't turn, whatever you do not turn the ball over.
Right. 2 more games on the schedule. Legacy and Compass Prep next. Bentonville and Coronado will wrap us up later on tonight.
Crowd on hand for this one.
Yep, there's a good amount of folks.
A little buzz in the arena.
Yep. Kamenia trying to get it in play, and he does. A tough catch for Huggins. Back to Dunlap. The jumper drops it. Is that interference? They're going to wave it off. Yep, basket interference. It was in the cylinder, and the basket will not count.
Still a chance.
45 seconds left. And James is fouled. Not sure Westlake wanted to do that.
No, it's not. It stops the clock, but it keeps West from shooting the 3. So in a sense, it's not a bad deal.
James misses the 1-and-1, and it's rebounded by Kamenia. See if West elects to foul here. They're just guarding him really hard right now, and there's a foul given by Brust. That's Brust with his 3rd, and it's still the 1-and-1. And Trent Perry will shoot. Off the back iron, rebound James. Clock never started.
Oh, what a benefit.
A break for the Wolverines. And Anderson lost it on the way up.
Clock operator is not real popular right now.
James lobs it up there. Anderson scores.
Wow.
19 for Tucker Anderson, and a timeout taken by West with 23.4 to go. It's a 30.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know if you can extend it enough, but if anybody could find a way to do it, Greg White's going to be the one.
Well, you need 3 possessions in 23 seconds.
Yeah, but he's a wizard over there. He can figure that out.
Well, either way, this is a West Wolverine team that is definitely going to be in the mix in the 6A West.
Yes. They have accounted themselves very well against a top 10 national team.
And Harvard Westlake looks the part of a
yes, they do.
National top 10 team. They are been tremendous. They've been tremendous in their couple of games.
They kind of dominated a very good Whitney Young team yesterday. West has taken them to the wire today.
There's a foul in the backcourt with 20 seconds to go. Foul is on Davari Fox. That's a 10th foul, so that activates the double bonus for Nicholas Kaminia. And he's perfect with the first one. One more for Kaminia. Off the back iron, tipped around, and Kaminia had the rebound, and Anderson ripped it away from him. James lost it off his foot, and now it's out of bounds on the baseline, and it'll stay with Bentonville West.
Nobody could control that.
Ori returns. Kaminia looked like he got hit in the face there. He's checking something as he comes off. Cruisenberry, that's a smart play. Throws it off Ori out of bounds. 7.4 to go.
You know, they'd love to get it in the hands of Anderson here one last time.
That was never touched. Now it is by Price. They get it to Anderson, and it goes through his hands and out of bounds. So Harvard Westlake will win both of its games in Hoophall South. This one by a final of 58-48. It was not a comfortable win, and you got to give Greg White and the West Wolverines credit for that. Their defense caused some problems, but in the end, Harvard Westlake gets the victory.
Yeah, impressive showing by the West Wolverines, and an impressive showing also by Harvard Westlake. Good ball game, 10-point margin, but I mean it was closer than that pretty much throughout the entire afternoon.
So we've got another game coming up, another couple of games coming up here at Hoophall South. Compass, Prep, and Legacy next on the floor in about 15 minutes or so. Blair Cartwright, Derek Ruskin, so long for now here at Hoophall South, presented by Walmart.